out there. Dak Prescott for the Dallas Cowboys quarterback makes $60 million a year. There are now 11 quarterbacks in the NFL that make over $50 million. I want to just ask your opinion, and just as shall we say, older gentleman, what your view is of just money and salaries in the NHL. The guys, the old hockey guys back in the 50s and stuff, they had to work summer jobs.
That's right.
They had to work summer jobs. Talk to me a little bit about that, because I still can't believe those numbers. I can't believe those numbers. And just what do you think about it, Rocky?
Well, I said part of my feeling is that when you have a 22-year-old kid, that's just coming out of college or whatever it is, he's had a great career along the way, and or later, but in that kind of generation, is that kind of money, as you will always like, oh wow, how come I didn't get any? But it's like you can only what is your value? You're 22 years old, you're 23 years old, you're 24 years old, you haven't done anything except in college and so on. You got a potential coming up and so on. And somebody says, okay, we're gonna pay you X amount of millions, to sign a contract. Here, you don't have to work for the rest of your life. And your value is around that monetary base, I believe. How good are you? Well, they're paying me $20 million a year. I must be pretty damn good, in this, rather than having to work for or be within the means of what your value truly is. And so that kind of blows things out of proportion in what you have. And so to some degree, you may feel fortunate, but other degrees is that you go, oh, so I'm better than anybody else because of the money that they pay me, and I can remember when I came into the league, and my first contract was, I signed a 2-year contract. As I said, I was the 17th round pick. But anyway, for $15,000.
Oh yeah.
A year.
Oh yeah.
I played, but I'm going, oh, hey, that's not bad. Well, $15,000 a year. School teachers were, making maybe $3,000, $3,500 a year. Coming out of college, you might get a job for $4,000. Middle management was making, maybe somewhere between $7, $8, and maybe $10,000 a year. But they're paying me $15,000 a year. But so it wasn't huge. But you go, okay, fine. It was average, or a little better than average. But when you jump into the millions, it kind of throws things out of proportion.